In this final season fling, Buster's being chucked from a chopper in style. This is going to be big.
All right, Reddit, you asked for it, and we are going to do it.
Shut up.
I'm standing in a runway in Half Moon Bay, California, about 30 minutes south of MythBusters shop.
It's only going to hurt for a little bit.
Just for an instant. And soon, Buster will perform another in a long line of Darwin Award-type stunts. He's going to figure out if this is a viable method of survival when you're thrown from a helicopter. But first, of course, I'm going to need to take it out for a spin.
It was one of Reddit's most popular suggestions, and opinion is divided on the potential result. The math says that the ball's largest surface area will slow Buster's terminal velocity by more than half, and it will also cushion his impact like an airbag. But will it make the 1,000-foot fall survivable? To find out, Buster's ride arrives. The big dog.
Sharp-eyed MythBuster fans will recognize this helicopter. It's been on our show before. Over 10 years ago, I actually sat in the open door and dropped Buster in an inflatable raft.
The Sikorsky will be doing the heavy lifting, but in this final season epic, he won't be flying solo.
So that we can give you Redditors the best possible footage of what happens here, we've hired a specialized separate helicopter with its own carbon fiber, gyro-stabilized camera thingamabobby. It's going to be great.
Maybe not for Buster, who gets to be the fall guy not once, but twice. Once in the ball, and once as a control without. But how will his injuries be measured?
We've used electronics in the past to measure shock loads to things that we're testing, but there's an inherent problem with them in that a lot of this stuff that we do is so violent that we break the instrumentation in the process and we don't get our measurements. So we've gotten in the habit of using these things. They're shock watches, and they're pretty basic and foolproof. I'm putting 50G shock watches on the head, and I'm going to be putting 100G shock watches on the chest, which is what it takes to kill somebody there.
Here's how this is going to work. All right, Buster, here you go. 3, 2. Buster and I in this helicopter are going to fly to 1,000 feet.
Have a nice flight there, guy.
Thank you. Or did you mean Buster?
I meant Buster.
Okay, cool.
You don't care so much about it.
When we get to 1,000 feet, I'm going to drop that sandbag to make sure we're aimed correctly.
Well, here we go.
I will then cut Buster's seatbelt, kick him out of the helicopter, and drop him on the target. That's our control to see what happens when Buster falls without anything breaking his fall.
That is so cool. And we're 500 feet above the ground. Look at that. The view from up here is absolutely magnificent. We're at 800 feet.
Unpredictable winds won't affect the velocity of Buster's impact, but too much sideways drift could be a danger for those below.
And we're at 1,000 feet. All right, we are in proper position to make sure our aiming is good. I'm about to drop the sandbag. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Sandbag's away.
Here comes the sandbag.
Gotta reposition here. Okay, Adam, I'm ready. Copy that. It's time to drop Buster. First, I'm gonna cut his seatbelt. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a MythBusters control!
There he goes.
That was beautiful!
Man, that looks terrifying.